It's tempting to characterize the traditional flagship cars, the large, top-of-the-line sedans such as BMW's 7 Series and Mercedes's S-Class, as the ultimate embodiment of brand values. But at Bayerisch Motoren Werke, that mantle rests on the M5 and the M3. For the better part of 30 years, these sports sedan prophets have spread the good word through light-footed athleticism, steering feedback, and soulful engines. More recently, though, they have walked away from BMW dogma, the latest versions being more aloof, less feeling speed machines. The sixth coming of the M5, internally known as F90, is BMW's latest interpretation of its own holy creed, and a reminder that, in this automotive era of rapid evolution, nothing is sacred. This 600 HP sledgehammer is the first M car equipped with all-wheel drive, excepting the X5M and X6M SUVs. It's also the first M5 that will not be offered with a manual transmission. The new M5's engine won't tie your ankle tendons to the throttle plate of a 500 HP V10 as the E60 M5 did a dozen years ago. Nor will it worm its way into your psyche in the same way as the free-breathing 4.9-liter V8 from the E39 generation car. We're rapidly moving away from the era when factory hot rods are made using a warehouse's worth of special hardware. The turbochargers and transmissions that grease fuel economy tests for volume models are the same building blocks for modern performance cars. The M5 is one of more than 10 current BMW models built around a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, an 8-speed automatic transmission, and a rear-biased all-wheel drive system. There's also the 456 HP M550i xDrive that BMW sells at a more than $30,000 discount to the M5. Admittedly, the M5's engine features a long list of hardware changes from the M550i's version and has an entirely different engine code. An evolution of the S63T0 that powered the outgoing car, the new M5's power plant wears new turbochargers making 24.5 psi of boost, up from 21.8 in the old M5, and it sprays fuel into the cylinders at higher pressures. Its 600 horsepower is an increase of 40 over the outgoing car, while peak torque rises from 502 to 553 lb-ft. That may not sound all that impressive in an era when it takes 700 horsepower to really raise eyebrows, but the M5 launches down a highway on-ramp with the authority and unrelenting thrust of a Saturn V rocket. It should clip 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds. The engine broadcasts a more complex and slightly hollow thunder that sounds more convincing than the bassy monotone of the last car. A pair of butterfly valves in the exhaust modulate the tone, yet when you deactivate the exhaust's sport mode, the audible sensation is one of wires being yanked out of a couple of low-fidelity speakers. BMW claims this new M5 is lighter than last year's model, a remarkable feat considering the triple-digit weight penalty of the all-wheel drive system. The savings come from a lighter body shell with a standard carbon fiber roof and relentless attention to detail throughout the rest of the car. Optional carbon ceramic brakes will save an additional 51 pounds and should be considered a mandatory buy for anyone visiting the track in this 4350-pounder. The brake pedal quickly went soft during our day lapping Portugal's old Formula 1 circuit, although our braking points on the track remained fairly consistent. The 2018 BMW M5's born-again chassis dynamics suggest that the M division is turning back toward its faith in driver engagement. But M is, after all, a subordinate organization of the bigger enterprise, and, as such, the division's complete redemption is only possible if the larger BMW brand can find the same religion and infuse it into the core products.